You already know it's FNNbwill, man. Tune in to HustleHearted.
All right, we're here with Bwill. I want to start off by asking you where you're from.
From Shreveport.
Okay. How was it growing up in Shreveport, Louisiana?
Shit, at the time, 80s and 90s. Shit, it was, it was different. Shit than it is now. We ain't had cell phones and all that shit. But just on Catherine Street, Sunset, you know what I'm saying? That's where I'm from, Queensboro. Just growing up with my mom, my dad and shit. Just the average, everyday shit, you know what I'm saying? Everyday struggles. You know what I'm saying? Really just trying to get out and make it.
Who did you look up to growing up?
My dad.
Your dad. How did you get started rapping?
Like my dad always had me in music and shit, and like I can play instruments. I can play saxophone, drums, all type of stuff like that. And my mama a school teacher, so she used to read and shit. And I just picked it up, you know what I'm saying, with poetry. And from there, just writing in my book. I've been doing that since like 4th grade, 5th grade, you know, and it just developed into that. I got good at, I got real good and shit from freestyling in high school, and then just linking up with Shu. He was that's one of my homeboys. He was rapping like with Mystical and shit, and just seeing him do his thing back up for him, and it just kind of parlayed into my thing too. So.
Okay. So when did you really start taking it serious? Like this is gonna be my life.
Shit, when I came home from prison, about 24, and I just after that, you don't really value your freedom until you lose it. Like people think they know what freedom is and shit, but when you lose it, you start to value shit like just the wind hitting your face or just the sun. Like you can go 3 months and not see no sunlight, and not go out on no record. So and being away from your people and your family, and you cherish stuff more. So for me, it was like, I'm gonna give this as my second shot. I'm gonna give it all I got, and it just blew up and took out.
Okay. How long did you spend in jail?
Like a year and a month.
What did you go to jail for?
Went to jail for possession. I was already like on probation, and then I went to like a possession of marijuana on probation, like for possession with a firearm and shit like that. So I just had to, do my time, my new time, and my probation time. I just ran the shit concurrent.
Okay. So what are some of your musical influences?
Shit. Of course, Boosie. But it ranged from so many things, man, because I listen to so much music. It's Boosie, Jay-Z, shit, Nas, Lil Wayne. I like, I was influenced by Lil Wayne a lot as a kid. Master P, Baby, Pimp C, Jeezy, people like that.
Okay. So how would you describe your music style?
Because I got so many influences, I can take it, so many different places. Like you listen to Jewella, you will see that. If you listen to FNN, you will see that. So my style really is just, I go in the booth, and I give what's in my heart, and that's what come out. And I'm able to do like melodies and rap, and I just put it all together.
Okay.
To make it my own thing,
So how did you eventually end up linking up with Boosie?
With Boosie, he heard my music through his brother, and shit, he heard Riding Stuff. And shit, as soon as he heard Riding Stuff, he was like, man, he was locked up at the time, but ain't nobody know he was getting out. Everybody thought, he gonna get out like 7 years later. But he was like, nah, I'm about to get out, and shit, I want you to be a part of the team. We heard Riding Stuff, came home, got on it, and then we made like Indictments, and that bitch went viral.
So when did you sign with Boosie?
Shit, like, man, we just been rocking since the beginning, like shit, since he came home, you know what I'm saying? And like, it's more like a management deal type thing, and he keep me straight, he give me advice, and he put me in the right places, where to be. So just learning from him, that shit be priceless, like, getting to see, him operate from the recording process to the business process, and just learning the whole game.
Okay, so what would you say is one of the most important things Boosie has taught you or you learned from him?
Don't quit and just hustle hard. Don't quit. Like every day you wake up and grind, and like he wake up by 6, in the morning, same shit what I do, like, you know what I'm saying? And you just wake up and grind and promote yourself, because yourself is the product, you know what I'm saying? And shit, it's just a constant grind and building your brand, making yourself familiar with the whole world, you know what I'm saying, through your music and just making real music.
Okay. So are you signed to a major label?
Nah, I ain't signed on a major label. I'm independent, you know what I'm saying? So everything you see is me doing it on my own, you know what I'm saying? From my clothing to shit, me promoting my records, to me booking my shows, it's all on my own. You know what I'm saying? That's how I like it.
So what made you name your project? I see you got it on your vest. What made you name your project Jewella?
I'm off of Jewella and Catherine, you know what I'm saying? So if you're familiar with Shreveport, you know that's in Queensboro, and that's kind of where, you know, where everything started at. That's where I went to church at. That's where my dad from. That's where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? So, and then Crenshaw, if you know Jewella and Crenshaw go hand in hand, that's what they used to call it. And we just post up on the block. A lot of shit happened on, you know what I'm saying, Jewella, Crenshaw, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? From good to bad to meeting some of the baddest bitches, you know what I'm saying? And all that type of shit just, you know, so it's a familiar street. It's a street that run through two different neighborhoods, prominent neighborhood, which is Jewella, you know what I'm saying, Motown. So
speaking,
it makes sense.
Speaking to some of the people who may not know what Crenshaw is, give them a little bit of...
Shit, Crenshaw is like in the Crenshaw Boulevard, that's kind of in the middle of Crenshaw District of California. And they got black businesses, black communities, black neighborhoods. On the weekends, you will see people, all the baddest cars, shit from 67s to 60s to 50s to 80s, 90s. And people just kind of doing their thing, posted up, and just really just going back and forth, just like in Houston and the other city. And that's why we just call that, you know what I'm saying, Crenshaw, like shit, that was since the 90s, mid-90s. But it's really Jewella, you know what I'm saying?
What were some of the craziest things that you saw when you were...
Shit, I done seen all type of shit on there. Some shit I can't speak about and shit. Some shit, man, you'll see, you know what I'm saying? At the time, this is 90s, early 2000s shit. You'll see niggas on spinners, with bitches with their titties out and shit, niggas thugging at the gas station, everybody pulling up. It's like kind of, you know, pre-internet, you know what I'm saying? I grew up, I was fortunate enough to grow up, you know what I'm saying, pre-cell phone and shit. And like cell phone hit like, you know, the internet and all that shit, and social network hit like 04. So, you know, shit, we had to go out and do shit, you know what I'm saying, to find fun or we had to really live life, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't on internet, so that's what we did. Everybody was always out fucking with what they was fucking with, you know what I'm saying, through hustling or bitches or whatever. Just young, you know, out here.
Okay, so how did you come up with the concept for FNN?
FNN, that's for niggas networking, you know what I'm saying, and niggas spelled Negus, you know what I'm saying, meaning king, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things I used to always ask my daddy, like, why it's wrong to say nigga and shit. And he just wasn't too educated himself, but he had like encyclopedias and shit, and I looked that shit up like when I was a kid, you know what I'm saying? I seen what it meant. So it really wasn't nothing to be ashamed, really something to be proud of, and that's what I really want, you know, niggas networking together, you know, and this right particular movement is for niggas networking and trying to build, you know what I'm saying, together. Like if you want to go somewhere fast, you got to go by yourself, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to go somewhere far, you know what I'm saying, and stay on, you got to go together. So that's for niggas networking. That's what it is.
So what inspires some of your video concepts? Because it seems like, you know, some of your video concepts are more like movies.
Shit just depends. Like if I got the time, like I think of all the plots for my videos and shit. So if I got the time or if I like the song that much, I'm gonna think about a plot, you know what I'm saying, that's just how my mind works, you know what I'm saying? I can see the shit while I'm rapping, you know what I'm saying? And it's just important to me to give your audience and your fans like, you know, a full package and a concept, you know what I'm saying? At least sometimes, cause you know, we gotta put so much content out as rappers and shit. So it's important to get them like stories and your foundation and make shit cinematic. And that's just how my mind works, you know what I'm saying? It's for certain people.
So what inspired your hit songs, Every Diss?
Every Diss?
Yeah.
Shit. Man, Every Diss is like Jewella and just everything happening when we was young, you know what I'm saying? And that's just like our culture, that type of music. If you're not from here, you might not understand, but if you're from here, you're gonna get Every Diss and look at my little shooter and what the fuck, and them hoes gonna choose, you're gonna get that immediately. That's our culture, that's how we grew up on bucked up music, you know what I'm saying? And it gets you amped up. Louisiana, a warrior culture, you know what I'm saying? So from the males to the females, and we like warrior music, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, nigga like uplifting music too, and that's what I make too when you go on Jewella. But like, you gotta understand, like people gravitate, you know, to the shit that they wish they could do or wish they want to do, and like all that shit real, you know what I'm saying? So, and from real places. So that's why I blew up, because it's authentic. People know me, you know what I'm saying? So it's putting a face with the song, with the video, and shit, you know, it blow up organically, like.
Okay. So will there be a Jewella mixtape part 2?
Yeah, that's what we're working on right now.
Okay. So what can we expect from the project? Who will be on it?
Man, you can suspect like it's gonna be at a level, you know what I'm saying, that's mixed and mastered, like, you know, incredibly. The content is good, it's thought provoking, it gets you going. Same way with Jewella too. Like I wanna keep that theme of just thought-provoking music and street music at the same time while you telling people the ins and outs of the shit, you know what I'm saying, the goods and the bads, but at the same time, you keeping them amped up too, because like I said, that's our culture.
Yeah.